Hi, welcome to Hard Reset Rankings channel. And as you probably know, the video is about VIVO X200 FE. I wonder if you're watching this because you're interested in the phone, or you actually were searching for the video to know if this phone is worth buying. But I'll answer straight from the beginning. Yes, it is. Even though I do think it's on the expensive side, about 900 to 950 US dollars at the starting price, I think it is worth it, and you'll learn about it in a few simple reasons. Reason number one is the premium feel. I know that not everyone cares about the premium feel of the phone, but in this case, it is just amazing. The back glass, it feels very premium and sturdy and is indeed very durable. Then the metal sides, everything is really pretty, and all of these bezels on the phone also are very small, just like on iPhone 16 Pros. And there's nothing wrong that I could say about the design of this phone. But as I said, not everyone cares about the design. Let's move on to the cameras. The cameras are a big thing for VIVO. VIVO is sort of a photographic Android phone, just like also Pixel is a photographic phone, you know. But VIVO is this brand that isn't overly expensive and also doesn't sacrifice other features for the camera. Here you have two 50 megapixel sensors on the back and a 13 megapixel sensor on the front. I think you'll love how the built-in camera app takes the pictures. The processing of the picture isn't overly dramatic. It doesn't do these weird things that some phones do. It just brings out the most out of the photo instead of destroying the whole photo with this processing. And also some pro photographers will, I think, enjoy the pro mode because it lets you do even more with these really great sensors. Now, stunning display. The display on this phone is LTPO AMOLED display with 120 Hz refresh rate. And it does really feel like that 120. I know that some phones are marketed as 120 Hz, but in reality, the phone just doesn't output enough image for it to actually feel like 120. And here we are moving on to next reason, which is the performance that really matches the price. The phone is packed with Dimensity 9300 Plus, which is one of the flagship Android chips right now, one of the best chips out there, and it really feels like it. Also, combined with 12 or even 16 gigabytes of built-in RAM, it really complies to that price. Going back to the display, as I mentioned the LTPO AMOLED display, it is worth mentioning that it has 4500 nits peak brightness or even 5000 when watching some HDR content. It feels amazing even in full direct sun. Now let's speak about everyday reliability. I know that some phones out there feel like if you take them outside, you may go back home without a phone. This one doesn't feel like it, and it's sort of expected for that price, but it really is reliable. You can trust it, and I do really trust it, and using it every day really proves that. Now, speaking of the reliability, I think this phone is a real benchmark for modern day phones. I think that this should be a template for all the manufacturers out there to create phones exactly like this. Because phones often break, they aren't really reliable in some other brands. VIVO really makes all the phones reliable and really great. So yeah, even though the VIVO X200 FE isn't the cheapest phone out there, it doesn't feel like the cheapest phone out there. It actually feels even better than the price. And let me know in the comments down below what you think about this phone and if it is a great choice for you, or maybe you need something cheaper, I think it'll also be worth looking at Vivo's phones. And see you in the next one. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe.